Hello friends, myself Rahul Chakule. Today again we are taking the third problem on ICR method. In previous two problems, we have taken one problem on 4-bar mechanism, one problem on slider crank mechanism, and we have used the basic things regarding the IC. So we have seen the different properties of IC, we have seen the different types of IC, then we have seen the Kennedy's theorem, how to calculate the number of IC in a given mechanism, and what are the different steps incurred while solving the problems by taking the two problems of slider crank mechanism and 4-bar mechanism in the previous two video lecture. Now in this particular third problem, we are taking the problems on the mechanism where the total number of links are 6, and in examination also the maximum limit is given, the mechanism having the total links are 6. Okay, so let us see the problem. The length of various links of mechanisms are given. The link OA crank, it is 0.3 meter. The direction of rotation of the crank is given clockwise, and RPM value is 60 RPM. The length of AB is given 1 meter. The length of link CD 0.8 meter, and AC is equal to CB. The length of AC is equal to length of link CB. And from this given values, the unknown is the velocity of slider B. The second unknown is velocity of slider D. The third is angular velocity of link CD. The fourth one is the angular velocity of link AB. So these are the four unknowns that you have to solve by using the method ICR, that is instantaneous center of rotation. And also the fifth unknown is to determine the absolute value of point C, which lies on connecting rod. We can say the link AB. Okay. Now uh, um, the same thing you have to follow. First of all, let us see how the total number of IC in a given mechanism. So we have the formula n is equal to n small n minus 1 divided by 2. So where small n is equal to number of links, that is 6. So by keeping the value of number of links, that is small n, as 6, you will get the 15 IC. Okay, so 15 IC. It is not essential to locate all the 15 IC on the given mechanism, because if you try to locate all the 15 IC, then it's a time consuming. Okay, so whatever the IC, if it is mentioned to locate all the IC, then no problems, you have to locate all. But if it is not mentioned in the problem, then whatever the ICs are required to solve the unknown, that IC you have to locate on the given mechanism. Okay, so in previous 1 and 2 problem, in the problem it was mentioned the locate all the IC, but in this problem it is not mentioned, but whatever the ICs are required to solve unknown, we are locating that IC. So again, you first of all you draw the configuration diagram by using the scale. Okay, then um, then you have to calculate the omega, that is angular velocity of crank. For configuration diagram, I have taken the scale 1 centimeter is equal to 0.1 meter. And second step is angular velocity of crank. So by usual omega is equal to 2 pi n, or we can say this omega is equal to 2 pi n divided by 60. So from this you will get omega of crank as 6.283 rad per second. Uh, After calculating this angular velocity of crank AO, then the third is to locate, we can say to locate the required IC. As I told you, in this step number 3, first of all, you calculate the total number of IC in a given mechanism, and you know the total number of IC comes 15. So you have to summarize all these 15 IC in a tabular form that we have discussed in earlier. So the column number 1 is the link where I have noted the total number of links are 6, and in the horizontal it is ICR. So from number link 1 row you keep the suffix 1, that is the number of first row, that is link number 1. So I have kept the suffix first suffix, that is 1, same all over in that row, and the second suffix is onwards of that 1. So here it is 2, here it is 3, 4, second suffix 5, second suffix 6. So you have to hike the second suffix. Okay, let us take the second row. The second row is link number 2. So the first suffix 2 is fixed one. 2, 2, 2, and 2. So in initially the next value onwards 2 is 3. So I see 2, 3. The second I see is I 2. 2 is fixed one. Okay, and after the 3 you take 4. So I see 2, 4. Then third column I see 2 is fixed one. So after the second suffix 4, the next suffix the next value is 5. So I see 2, 5. In this way I to 6. So in this way you have to uh, write all the ICs obtained from the links. So whatever the ICs are obtained by observation, either it is fixed IC or it is the um, permanent IC. You write down, you make a small circle in that on that IC. So here IC12, IC15, IC16, IC23, IC34, IC35, and IC46. All these are the ICs obtained by observation. Either that values, either that ICs are the fixed IC or a permanent IC. Okay, and the remaining IC is obtained by the Kennedy's theorem because it comes under the heading of neither fixed nor permanent IC. But it is not essential to locate all this IC. That is a 7, 15 minus 7. So 8 IC is still in the category of neither fixed nor permanent. So it is not essential to draw all the IC or to locate all the IC in the given mechanism. That is whatever the unknowns are there, and for that unknown whatever the ICs are required, we are locating that IC only. So I have marked the of this observation IC on the mechanism. IC12, IC15, IC16, IC23, IC34, IC35, and IC46. I have noted on the mechanism. Now for the remaining IC, let us mm, mm, draw the small circle, and on that circle the number of links are 6. So I have noted here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And what are the ICs are clear cut, you know, by this putting the circle on that IC, you make the dark line or you connect this particular link. So I see 1, 2 is a dark line. Then I see 1, 5. I have connected this I see 1, 5 by the dark line. I see 1, 6. I see 2, 3. I see 3, 4. I see 3, 5. I see 4, 6. All the ICs I have put up the circles means it is the known. Okay, by observation. So I have drawn the I have connected this links or IC by the dark line. Okay, all this is the till now it's okay. Now the what is the unknown? Let's see the unknown. The unknown is the angular velocity, then linear velocity of the links. So first of all, let us see the angular velocity of link CD. Okay, so angular velocity of link CD means angular velocity of AB and CD. So angular velocity of link AB means omega 3 and angular velocity of link CD means link number 4. So omega 3 and omega 4 is unknown. So first of all, we have the angular velocity ratio theorem. Let us apply this angular velocity ratio for determine the angular velocity of link AB, that is omega 3. So we have the angular velocity ratio theorem, and in that let us compare the link number 2 and 3, where omega 2 you know and omega 3 is unknown to be determined, is equal to I1y. Okay, so here I am assuming the y is equal to 2 and x is equal to 3. Okay, that is omega x upon omega y is equal to I1y ixy divided by I1x ixy. So by comparing the link number 2 and 3 and accordingly putting x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 3, you will get this equation, and by in that equation I12 is known. Okay, it is by dark line. I23 it is again known by dark line. I13 it is unknown, so you join this I13 by dotted line. I23 is again known. So the basic question is, all the values are known, but omega 3 and I13 is unknown, so you can't determine the value of omega 3 till the locating the IC of 1 3. So let us see IC13. It is again you if you join this IC13 by the dotted line, then you will get the two circle, and because of the two triangles have the four ICs are formed. So I have taken this IC12, IC23, IC15, and IC35. It is um, okay, so IC12 is known, IC23 is known, IC15 is known because it is a dark line, and IC35 is also known because it is a dark line. So you can look at the IC13. So by drawing the line through that IC, you will get the IC13. So this is the IC13. Okay, so keeping this value of IC13, and accordingly you will get the answer omega 3, that is omega of AB is equal to 1.365 rad per second. So in this way again you are going to compare the links 2 and 4 for getting the value of omega 4, that is angular velocity of link number 4. The same method, that is you are going to compare the link number 2 and 4, you are to applying the angular velocity ratio theorem, x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 4, and you will get I say I12 is known, I24 is unknown. Okay, I24 is unknown, I14 is again unknown, and IC24 is known, okay, earlier. So in this way first of all before calculating the value of omega 4, it is essential to determine the IC24 and IC. Okay, IC24. So here I have written here IC24 again the same method, but here again the IC26 is unknown. So first of all you calculate IC26 and then you can calculate the 24, and accordingly you will get the value of omega 4, and that omega 4 is equal to this particular uh, value of 1.949 rad per second. So in this way angular velocity we have determined. Now the linear velocity by using the same formula, Vx is equal to omega y I1y ixy. So what is unknown? The velocity of slider d. So velocity of slider d is equal to Vd, uh, and is equal to V6 is equal to omega 2. We are comparing this with crank because you know the omega 2. So by using that formula you will get the velocity of slider d, that is 0.439 meter per second, and another unknown is the velocity of point C. So velocity of point C lies on either link number 3 or link number 4. So you can take any one equation. So again you have to apply the same equation, and you have to determine the value of velocity of C. So suppose I am considering this point C on the link number 3. So Vc is equal to omega 3 into I13C. So I13 you know, C you know, so you take this particular length, you multiply by scale, and you multiply by the omega 3 value, it comes 1.715 meter per second. Thank you.